Yo, 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 yo. Who will be the next Puerto Rican boxing star of 2025? Stick around to the end so you can see who I picked. But first, I'm going to give you my candidates who made the list. Now, understand that you might have your own candidates. So, I might miss some people, but I'm just going according to the ones that really caught my attention. Alright? But overall, don't judge me for the candidates. Really judge off the number one pick that I decide to go with, right? Before we get there, though,
Hold up.
this is the universal favorite to fight fans from all nations. You're now tuning into VIC SZN Sports, the number one source for combat news and creations. One more time, baby, let's go.
Toma, huepa, chacho, pa que sepa, puñeta.
Now, my first pick that made the list to the candidates, as one of my candidates, is none other than 46-2-1, legendary, currently active at the same time. She is Amanada Serrano. We don't discriminate off gender. You hear me? She is the top dog right now, in my opinion, and she's just a full package. She's a legend. She's the GOAT. I don't care what nobody say. There's no argument. You know what I'm saying? She's and one of her losses, she should have won that jump. You know what I'm saying? They kind of did her dirty. So that's just one. I'm going to elaborate more after. My second pick is Collazo. Oscar Collazo. Collazo is 10-0. You know what I'm saying? And he's a world champion right now. So shout out to Collazo one time, baby. You know what I'm saying? We got Zayas. You know what I'm saying? Zayas is 19-0. Doing his thing still. Young boy looking to get a world title real soon. And looking for that world title shot within the next fight or two fights. So shout out to the young boy. If he's not going to make it by 2025, it's for sure going to be down the line somewhere. You know what I'm saying? We also got Henry Lebron. You know what I'm saying? 19-0 as well. You know what I mean? Another skilled fighter that kind of gets overlooked sometimes when people forget about, but he is undefeated and he's climbing those rankings. Like, we gonna have to keep an eye out for him too, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Henry Lebron. And then we got, even though he lost his last match, but I still believe that there's a lot of potential in this fighter. And I think he will make a comeback. Just the faith I have in him as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? And as a person outside the ring. And that is Matias. 20-2, baby. We can still keep that going. So now all of these was like hard to decide to see who I wanted to be my number one. And I think there's a lot of, honorable mentions like Yanquiel, you know what I'm saying? We got Stephanie, you know what I'm saying? We got Pitufo, you know what I'm saying? But overall, I kind of went with this selection because they're either undefeated, they either have a crazy record like Matias, or they just have a legendary status like Amanada Serrano, you know what I'm saying? So when it came to picking this, I really thought about what was their record, what have they done throughout their whole career, and what they have done as of recent. So going through the process of elimination, I have to start by eliminating an individual by the name of Collazo. You know what I'm saying? Now, even though he did win his last fight, he looked a little shaky, but he's still undefeated. And I don't want nobody to take that away from him. You know what I'm saying? And don't criticize me too hard. The only reason why I pick is just because the things that are missing with him is just the personality. And that's what we need to carry that torch for Puerto Rico. We need some, or if you're humble, but show that personality within the ring. Give us that excitement. I feel a few of the candidates that made my list, kind of lack that personality a little bit as far as in and outside the ring, right? So Collazo, I think he could have been my number one, but just that he lacks so much personality, in my opinion, that it's so easy to overlook him that even Puerto Ricans don't even know he's a fighter. You know what I'm saying? And I think that plays a major role. Great fighter though. Out of all of the people I mentioned, he probably he's probably one of the top skilled fighters as far as, you know, the sweet science goes. You know what I mean? But it's still early in his career yet, you know? So that's why I gotta be, you know, he's a world champion. That division is not so crazy. You know what I mean? So I'm just keeping that in mind during the process of choosing these candidates and who I believe is going to make it to that next level as far as the process of elimination goes. So, Collazo, sorry, Papa, much love, pero you made my candidate list, so, you know, that's one good thing. Now, moving on, though. Now, what we're left with is Amanda Serrano. We got Henry Lebron. We got Zayas. And we got Matias. Now, this was another hard one to pick too, right? Because it seems like, you know, we got Henry Lebron and Zayas, who are both 19-0. You don't really hear so much about Henry LeBron as much as you would like to. And I feel like Zayas does have more of that media attention. But Zayas also, it's not that he lacks personality. It's just that he's a super nice guy. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's too nice to the extent where he's even too nice in the ring. He'll be ready. There'll be guys that, like, for example, his last fight against Teixeira, we felt like, you know, he could have turned it up more too. He did a great job, won every round, 100-90 on the scorecards, on these judges' cards. So, big round of applause. But as far as, like, after you watch the fight, you kind of see him smiling too much at his opponent. You know what I'm saying? Like being too friendly, and I get it. That's in his character. But in the fight, we want to see you stop it because we know you could do it. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Henry LeBron, who kind of gets looked over a little bit too. I believe he has 10 knockouts out of those 19. You know, just to confirm that, I just want to make sure it's all confirmed. And then we got, so out of those 19 victories, he has, that was decision. This specific site I'm on, let me see if I can find it on BoxRec instead for you guys. I just want to confirm he is 19-0, but I want to make sure that. So he has, yep, I was correct. He has 10 KOs. So that's good. You know what I'm saying? When was his last KOs? I know his last fight was majority decision. Then it was unanimous. Then we got the TKO, unanimous. So, you know, he might not be the most exciting, but he is a skilled fighter for sure. He's still coming up. When we see Zayas, we see Zayas as, you know, the young kid. He still has a lot of time. So even if he doesn't make it, like I said, on my list, I still believe that he's going to make it down the line, right? So if I have to, he has 12 knockouts. So just out of the records to be the deal breaker, I'm going to have to cut short Henry LeBron for this one. And shout out to Henry LeBron, you know what I'm saying? I think he just has to pick up, maybe become more active. I'm not sure if he even has a personality because we haven't heard about it too much. He just seems like he goes in there, fights, go back home, enjoy the family maybe, which is good. So now we're looking at Amanda Serrano, Zayas, and Matias, right? And I think we're really getting to a good place right now. Now, of course, a lot of people are going to say, okay, but, you know, Matias lost his last joint. I just felt like he still has time for about maybe 3 more fights, and he's in a position where he could still make some crazy noise and turn all of that around like it never happened. You know what I'm saying? However, keeping in consideration that he did lose his last fight in a performance that as fans we couldn't really appreciate, he is going back to Puerto Rico, and hopefully we could see, you know, some of those essence from his roots back in that ring. Keeping in mind his last performance, I'll have to cut that short, and I'll have to take him out of this for the candidate, right? So, but shout out to Matias one time. Still the boogeyman in my eyes, but I think as of right now for 2025, I think maybe 2026 he could, after he has a good year in 2025, maybe he could close off his career 26 or 27, where I believe if he does everything he's supposed to do, he'll be the face of Puerto Rico before he ends his career. You know what I'm saying? So,
Toma, huepa, chacho, pa que sepa, puñeta.
but now we're left with Amanda Serrano and Zayas, right? Now off the rip, they're ready going to be the face of boxing according to my pick as far as women and man, right? So shout out to them already. Amanda Serrano being the face of boxing for the women, Zayas being the face of boxing for Puerto Rico for the males in 2025. Now we just had to pick one though. Who would I pick? And I think it's just hands down Amanda Serrano.
Toma, huepa, chacho, pa que sepa, puñeta.
You know, Amanda Serrano, come on, we talking about 46-2-1. The GOAT. Has a legendary record. She broke records. You know what I'm saying? She's been the first timer to do a lot of things in the sports. The first to do a Hulu event. You know what I'm saying? The first to she's the most paid woman in and out of the ring. The most paid boxer woman in and out of the ring. So it's hard to take that crown from her, regardless if she's a woman or man. No matter what the case is, she will be the face of boxing by 2025, and she might just end her career after that. I would like to see her avenge her one loss, even though I believe she didn't lose against Katie, but it is what it is. She avenges that. She secures her legacy to be the greatest female boxer of all time and the face of boxing Puerto Rico, maybe even for the past couple of years since Cotto. You know what I'm saying? So one more time, you already know what's up. Shout out to Amanda Serrano. That is my number one pick. You guys let me know in the bottom who you picked and if you kind of had the same idea as I did. You know what I'm saying? Let me know your candidates. Don't make it more than 5. You got to pick 5 candidates and then pick your number 1, and you can put them in order if you like. But you already know what's up.
Hold up.
This is the universal favorite to fight fans from all nations. Thank you for tuning in to VIC SZN Sports, the number 1 source for combat news and creations. One more clap. I love the claps. Thank you, y'all. You're far too kind. I appreciate y'all. You already know what's up. I love y'all. Glory to the victorious, man.
Toma, huepa, chacho, pa que sepa, puñeta.
And we out.